Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel Philosmos. This is actually my second video that I'm doing in one day. So today, second topic that I'd like to talk to you about is something that actually affects every human being on this planet. In fact, if you are in the modern civilization, if you are in the cities, if you have access to the events that are actually going on in the world, then you are definitely susceptible to societal conditioning. So, at the moment of your birth, you are given a name, you're given a gender, you're given a racial group that you should find yourself existing in, you're given the culture, everything that you find yourself within the moment of your birth are things that you had no control over, are things that you yourself did not really necessarily accept. They were just given to you, and from that program that was given to you, then now you have to live your life based on these programs. So the societal conditioning always gives you a program to run by. Okay, so the program will determine your behavior, your thinking, and your potential. So based on the programming that you've gotten, so basically I'll use myself as an example. The programming that I got was other people were more important than me. I had to consider them more than I would consider myself. My decisions were not necessarily important lest I saw somebody else making that similar decision. That's basically what that means, is that I don't trust my own decision making lest I see that other people have made that decision. So basically this kind of programming prevents, if you had this programming as well, it would prevent you from behaving a certain way, from thinking a certain way, and also the kind of potential that you have as an individual. So in order to escape this societal conditioning, it's a tough call, but there is a way. So the main point in which we should tackle is to eliminate or neutralize the programming that you've received. So then now you need to formulate new philosophies. And this is where we come in as a movement, to break off from the societal conditioning that we have been receiving over and over and over again, telling us who we are and telling us what we're meant to be, giving us a template to our potential. So in order to escape that, in order to neutralize that, you need to form your very own new philosophies. Philosophies that can create a new behavior, a new level of thinking, and a new level of potential. So basically investigate the philosophies that you're holding on to right now. The philosophies, in my opinion, worldwide, globally, are philosophies that are actually created to put you down, to limit your purview of reality and yourself, restricting your movement, restricting possibility, thus ensuring that because we're such a large number of people that are actually living on this planet, the people that are in control would like to ensure that we don't become unruly. Thus, we need to be given certain programming to ensure that our behaviors, our thinking, and our potential further perpetuates and enables those in power to stay in power. But the power needs to come back to the people, not the ones that are occupying the power on top, but the ones that are actually perpetuating that power that those very same people in power have. Now, there needs to be an equilibrium that is created in our society where we all have access to power and potential. So once you formed your new philosophies, so this requires immense amount of research, investigation on yourself and the world, and you need to be brutally honest with yourself here. Look at your life and look at what was given to you, what you're willing to accept, because there are some templates that have been given to us by our society that we don't necessarily have a problem with. Now, I'm not saying eliminate every template that has been given to you, but eliminate those that you're not necessarily, that aren't necessarily beneficial for you. So once you formed your new philosophies, understand, please do understand that this is a road that is less traveled. You will encounter people that will bring you down, tell you that your philosophies are incorrect. Basically, you're going against the grain. And once you do that as a human being, you will be crucified. Crucifixion always occurs when you adopt your new philosophies. Very similar to the story of Jesus. So once you know your power, once you've accessed your power, once you know who you are, once you've gathered your new philosophies, that old programming will try and eliminate this new philosophy. The Matrix movie actually speaks about this a lot and demonstrates this. The agents themselves always morph themselves to the person that is closest to you. In terms of Neo, every time he was trying to run away from the agents would always morph into the person that was closest to him, and thus trying to eliminate him and kill him. So understand that the programming is the same here. Once you form your new philosophies, people will challenge them, people will tell you that you're incorrect, but if you are firm in your new philosophy, if you are firm in your new beliefs, then nothing your old program does will actually affect you anymore. But this, of course, will take some time. Okay, and understand, once you're being crucified, do not, I repeat, do not try and fight the crucifixion. Accept it. Understand that the society you live in right now is filled with people that really do not know the truth. Some people don't even want to know the truth. Accept that, okay? And then for those who are seeking the truth, it is your responsibility now, from the new philosophies that you've formed, to teach them through how you live as an individual. So now we're no longer on the doctrine of religion that gives you scriptures or gives you certain levels of ideas and then tells you to live by them. Now this is a new way of doing it. You look at life, you look at your environment, you look at reality, and your actions, your thoughts, and your feelings are congruent to the situation at hand. So if you see that a specific behavior, specific action does not work in the reality that you are occupying, drop that action and formulate a new action that is congruent with the reality that you exist in. So, for instance, there was a time when I did not necessarily know how to communicate with people effectively. Okay, so there's this human psychological factor of polarity. So once you understand polarity, the both good and bad, you understand that people have affiliation to other people that have a sense of polarity that can be good and both bad. And that creates a level of trust, because if you're too good, it's too good to be true. If you're too bad, then we cannot even deal with you. So you need to have the balance of both and be true to your polarized fashion, in that sense of not trying to be good, not trying to be bad. You're just being authentically yourself, and that will coercively bounce around being good and being bad as well. So in you teaching this to other people, it does not necessarily mean you need to teach your philosophies to them. You live by them. So instead of giving people certain ideas, you demonstrate those ideas, and then from that point of view, they'll be able to see the kind of changes that are occurring in your life, and thus try inundate that into their own lives as well. Okay, so it is our responsibility to teach this into basically the world around us. We need to be involved in assisting humanity in formulating new philosophies that do not relegate us as being sinful creatures and human beings that are just out there to survive, and eliminating everything that goes against that survival. In fact, we need to see ourselves as at a common place, because we're all sharing one thing and one thing alone, and that is existence. Thus, the societal conditioning has to be bypassed by formulating new philosophies that correlates with your life, not somebody else's life. You may use somebody else's life as a stencil, but it needs to correlate with your life. What it is it that you truly desire? What is it that you really want from life? Those are the fundamental questions that you really need to ask yourself, because then you're just going to be running the programming that was being given to you, and you're not necessarily going to achieve the things and desire the things that you actually really want. Thus, your life will lack quality and richness. So basically, this is just, of course, a reductive form of what you can actually do as an individual to escape this matrix. I will elaborate on this. In fact, I'm actually going to write a blog about this as well, further explaining as to how we can actually move away from the programming that has been given to us by society at large. It is possible, and once you have detached yourself from the matrix, you'll realize the immense amount of power that you'll have as an individual, because now you're able to reason without dependence on the collective. So thank you very much, guys, for listening to my second video. Please subscribe to my channel, and to end it off, as I always end it off, to those who seek no more, for in the present we find it all. Thank you very much, guys.